It is the year 432 BC, or at the dawn of the Peloponnesian War. The two major powers, Sparta and Athens, struggle for supremacy. Both Athens and Sparta are at the height of their power, and sure they would win in a war. In the midst of all this, the general and historian Thucydides. His book about the conflict set a new bar for historians that were to come, and is our most important source of the war. This video is supposed to give a detailed summary of each chapter of Thucydides' book. If you suffer from ADD, you can consider yourself lucky. There are many 2-minute videos about this topic, but it is hard to find a good, extended account of the war, and to my knowledge, no one has summarized in detail the book. Book 1, first chapter, The Causes of the War. In this chapter, Thucydides describes two events that directly led to the war. The first one is the conflict between the polis of Epidamnos and the Cercurians. Epidamnos seems to have been ruled by an exploitative upper class, and at some point the people had had enough and kicked them out. Now at this point the nobles finally became reasonable and teamed up with some barbarians to conquer the city back. The people of Epidamnos sent a call for help to their mother city, Cercuria. However, they declined, and the major polis, the Corinthians, jumped in to fill the gap. Now Corinth was the mother city of Cercuria and part of the Peloponnesian League, which was the alliance led by Sparta. Corinth occupied and defended Epidamnos, which in turn led to a conflict with the Cercurians. They did not want to lose the city to the Corinthians, and so decided to go on the offensive and attack by the sea. Apart from Athens, Cercuria was the biggest and most able naval power around, and so they won the day. Now in their genius, they came up with the great idea to pillage other territories of the Corinthians. For the Corinthians, it became a matter of honor, and they had to show force and strike back hard. And so they mustered a huge army. The Corinthian soldiers were promised the land of the Cercurians, and mercenaries were also hired. At this point, the Cercurians realized they screwed up, and sent envoys to Athens requesting to become a part of their alliance in order to get protection. Corinth did the same, and so it came that both were speaking to the assembly of the Athenians. The Cercurians told the Athenians, "Well, how lucky you are. You will gain a faithful ally and a big fleet at the same time." Furthermore, it was the Corinthians that were acting unjustly, and they argued that therefore their help would not break the peace between Athens and Sparta. Every city will honor its mother city, but if treated unjustly, there is no more legal bound, since the settlers are not slaves, but equals to their relatives in the mother city. Now at this point, the Cercurians show themselves to be either the dumbest or boldest people in the Greek world, since they make this point to defend themselves, but fail to realize that the people of Epidamnos could make the exact same point. After all, their masters had abandoned them, and so they turned to another power for help. Fair enough, right? Now it came to the Corinthians to speak. They started out by calling the Cercurians the opportunists they are. For so long they had remained neutral, not belonging to either the Peloponnesian League nor the Athenian Delian League. And in doing so, they had avoided war and taxes. Most importantly, taxes. Whereas it's true that any neutral city can join any alliance, this is not legal if it directly negatively affects a member of an alliance. Furthermore, they appeal to the Athenian sense of honor and argue that they never took advantage of Athens when their allies wanted to break off. We just ask you to give back as you were given. After this, the Athenians didn't quite know what to do. They had two votes. The first one against, but the second one in favor of an alliance. They decided to send out only a few symbolic ships, which should only engage in battle when there would be an offensive act directly against the Cercurians. And so they left Athens, unknowingly what a vital part in the Greek history they were about to play.